What's up everybody? Welcome to the channel on My Life Vibes and to the KTM. As you can see, it's beautiful weather and I just came back, or a while ago I came back from a tour, and you can see bugs all squished around the screen, so we need to clean that obviously. And I really didn't feel like it when coming back, because I did some stupid mistakes, which is in another update video on the channel. I made some scratches, I made some more scratches on the side. Yeah, don't ever be tired and do stuff with your motorcycle. But we fixed one part. This was scratched up, as you can see. Well, maybe you can't. Hopefully you can't see it anymore. This was scratched up. I repaired it with some great paint, so now it looks like a proper non-damaged crash bar. Today we're going to clean this motorcycle. It's actually already clean, but this is shot after I was cleaning. So here in front of me you can see all of the products that I've used during this cleaning. So first we're going to degrease the chain because it's really looking ugly. I will show you a little bit later a clip on how it looks. We are using S100 products for this. S100 Kettenreiniger, or chain degreaser, actually it's chain cleaner to be properly. After that we're going to rinse and repeat it thoroughly with a high pressure washer. Don't worry, this is a regulator, this is a pressure washer. I can regulate the pressure with, so it's all on the lowest settings, so we do not damage anything of the motorcycle. Then we're going to lube it up again with the dry lube of S100. Oh God. And I would say use this brush as well, because this is a very handy tool. After that we're going to clean the motorcycle with the Mud Muncher from Smokey Bubbles, because this is amazing stuff. For that I would advise to use a foam cannon. You can buy one on AliExpress or some of the other one. I also have a link for I've got a link for this in my Linktree, which is found via my channel's homepage, and I will put it also below on this video. After that we're going to use the pressure washer with the foam cannon. We're going to completely foam it up really nice. After that we're just going to let it drip and let it sit for 5 minutes, on which we'll pressure wash it again. And then we're going to use the Smokey, what is it called again? Sherry shampoo, the shampoo wax from Smokey. For that you need 2 buckets, a soap bucket and a rinse bucket, in order to make sure you do not scratch your motorcycle with anything. And after that, ending with cleaning the rims with this rim cleaner from Smokey, as well as cleaning the tires with this tire brush. And for the finest details amongst us, you can use this detail brush as well, in order to clean every little bit of your motorcycle. After that we're going to completely rinse the motorcycle off with the high pressure washer and dry it off with a carbon fiber towel, so it actually will look like brand spanking new. So first we're going to clean the chain, and we're going to clean it because I am going to try new stuff, which is S100 dry lube. So we're going to clean all of this, and the reason is because of this thick goo here and surrounding this box, and over here it's just one big greasy mess.
Well, that's cool, baby.
So first step, we're going to clean this chain, and we're going to clean that side that's full of goo, like thick fat lube stuff. And for that we're going to use this S100 Kettenreiniger. Einzigartige Kraftgel Effekt. Right, so German stuff must be good. First we need to shake this bottle a bit, then we're going to really jet this chain all in, and then once it's fully greased up with this Kettenreiniger, we're going to leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes, after which we're going to clean the whole chain with a brush, which is this one, special chain brush. We're going to clean it. For this brush we're going to use for that side over there, in order to get all of the grease from the gear shift pedal and from the, let's say the quick shifter. We're going to get all of that grease off, and then we're gonna blast it with some water jet, and then that's clean, and we can do the rest of the motorcycle. I might have a little bit overdone it, but we need to get this shit off. So I'll just leave this stuff to sit for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll get back to it and start brushing.
A few moments later.
About 10 minutes have passed, and you know what to do when waiting. A little bit of drink. So, as you can see, the chain is already a bit more clean. However, this is the part where I am pretty annoyed with. As you can see over there it's all gooey up. We're going to pry a bit with the brush and then clean it thoroughly with this side, the chain, and then we're going to spray it in one more time, let it sink in, and then we're going to spray it off with some water. And in the meantime, we're just gonna focus on the rim because that's so greased up as well. So let's do that. And in Dutch we call this a monk's work. Monnikenwerk. Because with these spokes and this much grease, it's just the worst. Okay. Well, I almost fell down. So the grease has been, or the kettenreiniger has been sitting for quite a while now, and I'm just gonna use my pressure washer to get rid of most of the dirt and see how that goes. So let's do that. So we've cleaned most of the chain right now, and you can already see that it's a little bit more shiny, but the most important part is over there where most of the goo has been gone, and you can see over there that it has been cleaned way better. So there was a big patch of grease over there. I hope you can see it, and a big patch of grease right there, which is still a bit there, I can see. So
Well, that's cool, baby.
so yeah, it's still there. You can see it on my finger. So I'm gonna put it a little bit more on it one more time, let it sit, and then we're gonna do the last time pressure washing, and then we're gonna grease it up again. And with that, the chain is very clean. I'm very happy with this S100 stuff, because the reason is that normally you need to be very, very careful where you're actually spraying your degreaser. That's the word that I missed in the first part of the video. Jet, I something said like that. Jet this chain all in, I think. It was spraying. So spraying all of that stuff, but because the S100 chain grease is actually, or degreaser, is designed for it, it's not let's say drying out the seals, etc. that are on your motorcycle for this specific part. As you can see, the chain itself is very clean right now. It is very shiny. It also cleans your rim and the spokes that have also that grease on it. Plus, what I really wanted to delete is all of this gooey stuff that was right here, that was right there on the shifter, and right here there's still a bit, as you can see, but over there there's still a bit. So we needed to clean this up so it actually, yeah, it doesn't spray around all of that fat greasy stuff. Now we're just gonna let it dry for a bit, and then we need to grease the chain in again before we actually start to foam up the motorcycle. For that, we're going to use S100 dry lube right here. That's what we're going to use, because I've heard good stuff about this. It's transparent and it keeps the motorcycle looking like this, but it also doesn't attract that much dirt. So it is in my Linktree, by the way. I've put a Linktree on my channel in order to hopefully get a little bit more support on the channel for everything that I'm doing and buying on this channel in order to review and see how it actually goes. So this S100 stuff is good stuff, and I'm gonna see and report back to you how it actually worked. So gonna let the motorcycle dry for now, put some grease on it, and then it is done in terms of the chain. Big part though, after you've ridden your motorcycle for the first time, you've put this stuff on, it is very handy to spray in again your chain in again, because it actually bites, or it actually attaches to the chain best when it's hot. So let's start lubing in the chain. Also, I bought this tool from S100 in order to protect the spray, let's say the spray cannon from the rim. But this bridge here is actually blocking the normal view of my chain, so I'm gonna try and do it like this, because you need to make sure that the grease is going to, let's say, penetrate through the O-rings. So that's what we want to achieve. Lubing of the chain done. You can hear it as well. So that's done. So we now can mount back this plate here. I normally always have a fight with this little cap, but now it just goes all right. Everything is greasy. Oh God. And greasing up again, done. So, when we're washing the motorcycle, we actually need a couple of parts. And I am very happy with the Smokey Bubbles. And we're going to use that on the motorcycle. The first thing we're going to use is the Mud Muncher, which I will link Smokey's video on the various products as well. But this actually ensures that it will punch through all of the mud and all of the, let's say, the insects that are on your motorcycle, and it draws it from the motorcycle. We're going to use this Canon for it, this foam gun, which is actually really good. You just mix it with water, and you just need a tiny drop of this Mud Muncher in order to work it properly. I even washed my car with this, and there's still enough soap in this bottle in order to wash the motorcycle. Then we use this sherry shampoo, which is this bottle here, and you're going to have a soap bucket and a rinse bucket. In the soap bucket, I've put this cherry shampoo in it, and then you soap up the motorcycle, you rinse the sponge in the rinse bucket, and then you put it in the soap bucket again and work from top down, left to right. I hope that I said that correctly. And for the rims, we're actually using this rim cleaner here, so in order to get all of the brake dust off the rims, etc., like that. And for the tires, we're going to use this tire brush here in order to get all of the brown stuff from riding in different terrains from the motorcycle. So in that sense, we're done. So these are all the parts I need in order to get that done. Plus, a pressure washer is a very good luxury to have. This one is a regulatory pressure washer, so I can put down the pressure, because on that motorcycle over there, you do not want to use a very high pressure. A garden hose is also possible, but it actually makes a little bit less foam. Let's foam up the KTM. Maybe some heavy breathing will be involved, because I've put you around my neck so you can see what I can see. As you can see, this is currently on the motorcycle. It's all bugs and splashes. We need to get that off. And for that, we're going to use the Smokey Bubbles Mud Muncher. Click. And we're done. Let's start and foam this beast up. Nice thick foam, and as you can see, it is actually trying to penetrate it and pulling it down. As you can see it over here. Munchy, maybe you can hear it. And here you can see it, this is part of a bug, and it actually starts to let go. So we'll let this sit for about 5 minutes. Let it pull down all of it, let it penetrate it through the dirt, and then we'll pressure wash it one more time. And then after that, because the foam cannon is empty, we'll do the Smokey shampoo, wash it down, and then blast it off, dry it off, and we're done and have a clean motorcycle. After just sitting for a very quick bit, you already can see only small bits and pieces of flies, etc. have been sitting on the KTM. But this is just the Smokey Mud Muncher, and it already got rid of so much goo. So, and it's already actually loose, as you can see it on my finger over there. So we'll just start washing it now with the Smokey shampoo and rinse and repeat. So the process is really simple. We've got ourselves a soap bucket together with Smokey shampoo that I've showed you in the earlier part of the video, and we've got ourselves a rinse bucket in order to rinse off all the sand and etc. what comes off this motorcycle. Let's do some soapiness. For the ones that really want to be thorough, we've got this exterior brush. Just put it in.
That's what she said!
The soapy bucket and clean the buttons. Now one of the most overlooked parts, which are the tires. They get a little bit brown on the side, so therefore I have this tire brush, let's say, and the Smokey Bubbles rim cleaner. Let's do that. Smokey rim cleaner, let's do. So we're gonna let this sit for, well, let's say 5 minutes, and then we're just gonna rinse and repeat the whole motorcycle again, and after that it's gonna be, well, drying time.
5 minutes later.
With the tires and the wheels also dripping, we're going to clean the motorcycle with a microfiber towel like this. Just gonna clean it all off, and then we're gonna see the end product. So let's inspect the motorcycle after washing it. You can see here's a little bit more wet as well, but look at this. It's clean. There's nothing. There were bugs all around this thing, but it's just clean. And then we need to finishing touch, which is something really funny. And I think this is very important when you're on a motorcycle. So it reminds me to not die. Let's put this back on a motorcycle. Don't want it to make this wet. Look at that. Finishing touch on a clean motorcycle. If you want to have this as well, there is a link in this video, or there's a link on my YouTube channel as well, where you can get this stuff and also have a little bit of extra discount when purchasing this. There's fun stuff on their website. It's called Motorloot. Go to my Linktree and you will find it over there with fun motorcycle accessories. That's also a thing that I want to say. Everything in this video besides the Smokey Bubbles shampoo is actually on my Linktree, so you can look at it for yourself and actually purchase it for yourself when you want to clean your motorcycle like this as well. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!